Yeah, this part two of that video titled Wonder Woman 1984. So yeah, I never said that, about the girl who, cause I never forgot about that. Because when she did it, when she was ugly in Walmart, looked like she was like breaking down crying, but she ain't had no tears. And at that time, I wasn't hearing nothing about the girls getting ugly. So I didn't know what that was about. I was like, what the fuck? Because I wasn't hearing nothing about girls getting ugly at that time. I don't think I didn't start hearing that until I was probably in like Philadelphia when I started hearing that. Maybe it was Atlanta. I don't know. But I know when I was on tour, I didn't even know they was supposed to get ugly. I didn't know that. Fuck. So I thought when they mouth wide open, that mean they think it's nice. When they mouth wide open. That's what I was thinking. And maybe that's true too. When they mouth wide open, maybe they think it's nice when they mouth wide open and when they ugly. I don't fucking know. Because when I was in San Antonio, this girl mouth was wide open. Like wide open. And right after, she said it was really sexy. That's what she said. It was her exact words. She said really sexy. This was when I was on tour. Nah, you can't get mad at me. That's what she said. How y'all gonna blame me when I can't see nothing? But the girl at my bus show saying really sexy. That was her exact words. You can't blame me for this shit. She said it. And then I'm looking at her reaction and I see her mouth wide open. So I'm like, well, she probably wouldn't lie because her mouth wide open and the other girls don't be like that. So if her mouth wide open, when the other girl faces be like normal, and this girl mouth wide open, and the same girl who mouth wide open, she just happened to be the same one who say really sexy. She didn't say sexy. She said really sexy. This was when I was on tour, 2019. I'm just letting y'all know the stuff that I'm just letting y'all know what's on my end. She said really sexy, and her mouth was wide open, like all the way wide open, completely wide open. So you can't blame me for thinking you can't blame me for thinking I got a nice butt. Her mouth wide open, and she say really sexy right after. You see why you can't blame me for this shit? And then I know I can get a girl ugly when she don't even see nothing at all. So these are some questions that still need answers. But so when you say I don't need no money or I pack with money, like man, what the fuck? I ain't even had no money and the girl I could get a girl ugly. So it don't surprise me when they talk about a 9-year-old boy packing you in a woman ugly. That don't surprise me. I can believe it. I can believe it without seeing it. I can already believe it. It kind of surprised me at first when I first heard it. I was like, a 9-year-old boy, what the fuck? But then when I thought about that girl, I was like, oh well, you did get a girl ugly when she ain't see nothing at all. So if the 9-year-old boy just a little sexy, if his butt just a little sexy, well, I believe it. I believe it. Cause remember, with a 9-year-old boy, Remember, like I said, it ain't what you have, it's what you expected to have. With a 9-year-old boy, she not looking for no nice car. She ain't looking for no money. She don't expect him to have none of that stuff. So he, that ain't gonna affect, him not having nothing ain't gonna affect her, mindset because she ain't expecting him to have none of that stuff. See, but it'll still affect you. It'll still affect me because she expected me to have that stuff. With a 9-year-old boy, she not expecting him to have none of that, so it's not gonna affect her mentally. But with me, if I'm homeless on the streets and ain't got no car, no money, it'll affect my butt show, but it won't affect the 9-year-old boy butt show. Do y'all get that? Do y'all understand what I'm telling you? That's why I say it ain't what you got, it's what you expected. It ain't what you have, it's what you expected to have. It ain't what you do, it's what you expected to do. When she go to a 9-year-old boy butt show, she ain't expecting him to have no fucking Lamborghini or no Maybach. She ain't expecting him to have no nice car. She ain't expecting him to have no money. When she see me, she expecting me to have money. I'm a grown ass man. She expecting me to have a nice car. Not only am I a grown man, I'm a celebrity. She expect me to have a nice car. She expect me to have a lot of money. So it will affect my butt show when I ain't got no money. But when she at the 9-year-old boy butt show, it ain't gonna affect her. It ain't gonna affect her mentally. Cause she ain't expecting him to have none of that stuff. And if we know the mental does play a part of it, we know her mind plays a part in it. We know the woman mind plays a part in this stuff. The reason I know that for sure is because I got a girl ugly without her seeing nothing at all. So if I know I got a girl ugly without her seeing nothing at all, then that tells me what's going on through the woman's mind, what's in her mind plays a part in it. That plays a part in the butt show. See, but with the 9-year-old boy, she ain't expecting him to have none of that other stuff. But when she see me, she is expecting me to have that stuff. So when you homeless on the streets, ain't got no money and stuff, don't even have a nice car, but you a celebrity, well, you ain't got none of the shit she expecting you to have. You can't argue this stuff because you can't argue what I'm saying because if I tell you the girl can get ugly without seeing nothing at all. Without seeing nothing at all. So what that tell me, the nigga probably could just have, if the nigga got a big ass butt, he probably could just have his underwears on or a thong or something and have her ugly. Cause we know she ain't gotta see nothing. I know for sure she don't have to see nothing at all to get ugly. I saw that with my own eyes. And when I say she ain't gotta see nothing at all, I'm talking about with me. With me, she didn't have to see nothing at all. So I know it don't take that much for a girl to get ugly. Yeah, I seen a girl come outside and I was in Houston, my Houston apartment. It was this Mexican girl. She came outside. Look, I can go further than that. Tasha came outside with a robe on. Tasha came outside with a robe and slippers. And my dick was hard. When she in her robe and slippers, my dick was hard. See, so your mental, it plays a part in this stuff. What you know, what you think about that person and stuff, all that plays a part. So when I tell y'all, man, they brainwashing these girls, man. They brainwashing these girls against me. They doing all this stuff to brainwash these girls. So they won't want to talk to me. Well, I'm showing you evidence. I'm showing you the proof. See, when I say, man, they brainwashing these women, you know, against me, they brainwashing these women against the king. Well, damn, y'all probably just brush it off like it, whatever. Nah, I'm telling you, I'm serious. Then they had this other girl. They had this Mexican girl. Uh, this Mexican girl came outside. I don't know why. I don't know why her dude. I don't know why her boyfriend let her come outside like that. I'm guessing that was her boyfriend. I don't know why he let this girl come outside like that. Man, this girl had a big ass butt, a big ass nice butt, and she came out. She came outside in some black underwear, like really some drawers, black underwear. And her boyfriend sitting outside. I'm guessing that was her boyfriend. I don't know. Maybe that could have been her brother or something, or just some dude she knew. I don't know. But I was like, God damn, you know. So it was sexy as fuck. So it wouldn't surprise me. You know. Now I didn't, like I said, I didn't get the girl on camera in Walmart who was ugly. She was real ugly when she didn't even see nothing. I didn't get her on camera, so I can't like show people and prove it. But I'm glad I didn't get her on camera. Cause I wouldn't even want to embarrass her like that. Only way I would show that is if I could get a lot of people. If I had a lot of them. I wouldn't want to just show one girl like that. So I'm glad I didn't get her on camera. So they don't have to believe me. But I know what I saw. I know what I saw in Walmart. It was in Louisiana. I was on tour. And they probably think, I know what they were saying when I posted the girl with her mouth wide open and stuff. They probably was like, well, they probably was thinking, well, he ain't really do nothing. But you can't blame me for thinking that because she said really sexy right after. She said really sexy. So you can't blame me for thinking that. Obviously, she thought it too. Now, I'm telling you all this when I ain't never got paid yet. So how we know what the fuck could happen if I have a lot of money? If I got 1% of my website, how the fuck I know what'll happen? How they gonna convince me? Oh, you know. Now, obviously, things will be harder now because these girls know more than they knew in 2019. They know more now, so they mental gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder to break through. See what I'm saying? It's gonna be harder to get through to them, basically. But it ain't impossible. So you know, it's basically where you could say, for sure you should have been paid me already. Cause it's gonna be way harder now. But moving forward, moving forward, might as well do shit the right way moving forward. if you know for sure you fucked it up earlier? Why continue to fuck it up? Might as well do shit the right way moving forward. Cause if not, you're gonna have to do all this wondering in multiple ways. You're gonna have to do all this wondering. It's gonna be a whole bunch of wondering. Cause I know women gotta wonder when I tell them a girl in Walmart, she was working at Walmart, and she was uglier than Candy was. She was uglier than Candy. Without saying nothing at all. She just thought she was finna see it. She was just ready to see it. Like the girl saw me from down the aisle. She was way down the aisle and she looked at me. And then she saw me turn. So she knew once she got to my aisle, she was finna see a butt show. So she was like, you know, she in her mind, she preparing to see the butt show. She getting ready to see it. And by the time the girl got to my aisle, she was uglier than Candy. The closest thing I can describe to it was somebody who breaking down crying, but she'd had no tears. So this is stuff that the women will have to think about. You know what I'm saying? Or wonder about. And then even if you want to say, well, you know, and I agree. I agree. These women know too much now. But it still ain't impossible even when they know too much because just 2 months ago, I could have left out of Walmart with 3 black girls and they wasn't like 13 or 14. These girls was uh like they was around 20 or something, maybe 21, 20, 19, something like that. They didn't seem like grown ass women, but they wouldn't like little kids either. They was legal. They was like at least 19, 20, 21, somewhere around there. So it wouldn't like they was 13 or 14. I could have easily left out of Walmart with those girls. Easily. And they approached me. The 3 girls approached me. And while one of them looking through my phone, she asked me, "Do I have a car?" So, and they didn't drive to the Walmart. So if they didn't drive to the Walmart, they walked to the Walmart. The 3 girls approached me. They wasn't ugly girls. They was decent. They looked pretty good. Um they walked to Walmart. It was 3 girls. And one of them, while she looking through my phone, while she going through my phone, she stopped and asked me, "Do I have a car?" So come on, isn't it pretty obvious at that point? Now this was in Indianapolis. So you know this was recent. This was in Indianapolis. No, now come on, everybody know I could have got them girls if I got 1% of my website. Everybody know that. This is so elementary. The kings of the girl know I could have got them. No, they would have left with me. And you can't say I don't know how long she would have stayed because I never got to my best. So I don't know I don't know how much better I can get. And then I know she don't have to see nothing to get ugly. She don't even have to see nothing. So when they say, "Oh, nothing to talk about," no, it's a lot to talk about. It's still a lot to talk about. It's still a lot to talk about. Yeah, I heard him say a few times on the tape recorder. Yeah, yeah, John butt whooping, he packed. It was nothing to talk about. I didn't heard him say that a few times on the tape recorder. Yeah, John, he took a ass whooping. It was nothing to talk about. I didn't heard him say that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't heard him say that on the tape recorder. I'm just letting y'all know the type of shit I be hearing on that tape recorder. I didn't heard women say it. Yeah, John, you saw John recent ass whooping, his butt whooping. He packed it with nothing to talk about. Shit, it's still a lot to talk about. I'm telling y'all why it's still a lot to talk about. Now they want to argue. Why have but they gotta wonder though. They gotta wonder about too much stuff. See, if you give me 1% of my website, the women wouldn't have to wonder about all this. They all wonder about too much stuff. Like this stuff is so incomplete. It's so incomplete. And it ain't no sense of them acting like this. If it's on 97. If it was 27, it'd be understandable. It's on 97. And people still gotta act like this. Yeah, I could fully understand why people would be being quiet and acting all crazy, acting like this if it was 27. If it was 27%, I could understand it. You know, I can understand the men acting like this and the women acting like that. I can understand people being all, the way people, it's like the way people acting. It's like the way the public acting with me, with this situation, you would think it was 27%. It's 97% and they acting like this. So, uh, like I said, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm not that type of nigga that they need to act like this about. That's what they don't know. I'm not even the type of nigga. That ain't even necessary with me. I told you. Like, uh, the most high did this shit the right way. He put the right person in this. Cause like I'm the right person for this shit. I got the personality. I'm the type of nigga who can handle this shit. So the stuff they doing to me, they probably doing that shit because they feel they need to do it. They probably would need to do it for some other people. I ain't the type of nigga that they need to do that all this shit that they doing to me is unnecessary. I ain't the type of nigga that they have to do this shit that they have to do this shit with. I'm not the type of nigga. Uh with me, it's like super unnecessary. Maybe with some other man, they would need to do this shit. They don't have to do this with me. They don't. I'm not the type of nigga that require all this. Like with me, the shit they doing. It's unnecessary. So yeah, like God did this the right way. The Most High did this stuff the right way. You know why? Because He put the right person in that position. So that's why I say it's unnecessary. I'm not saying it'll be unnecessary with everybody, but with me, it's unnecessary. Nigga, I'm different. That shit ain't necessary with me. Only thing I can't handle is when they steal all my money. Can't no nigga handle that. Obviously, can't no man handle everybody stealing all they fucking money. I don't know who the fuck can handle that. I don't think you can find anybody who can handle that. The public steal all your fucking money? I mean like all your money. Who the fuck can handle that? That's the only thing I can't handle. So yeah, that's why this is a bad situation. Cause it's just the stealing part. That's the only thing that's fucked. That's the only thing. That's why this situation horrible. The stealing. That's why why you think the Most High killed the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback? He telling you directly that's what this about. This ain't about no butt whooping. You ain't going to hell for no butt whooping. Whatever gonna happen. Whatever the Most High do. Whatever bad happened in this world, it ain't gonna be because of that butt whooping. The butt whooping was a good thing. That was supposed to be a good thing. This is the stealing part. That's the part that that's the part. All that stealing. I mean, obviously, it's a 10 commandment in the Bible. The Most High only told people not to do 10 things, and stealing is one of them. So when you steal $1 billion from somebody, well, obviously it's gonna be a problem after that with the Most High. This stuff is so elementary. I mean, it's elementary in multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, so let's see what time it is. 7:45. It's early in the fucking morning. Yeah, people fighting an unnecessary fight. That's the stupid part. They fight this shit. This is a huge situation. And if they knew how unnecessary it was, that's the crazy part. This shit's super unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they could be uh yeah, I'll be talking about their exes sometimes. But man, I heard about their exes way before I started talking about them. I heard about their exes. I didn't. It probably took me about a year before I even mentioned their exes. I had already been knew about the exes. I never even mentioned. I never even cared. I didn't care about the exes. So if somebody hears something and they don't even mention it for a whole year, 9 times out of 10, that person don't really care about that, right? It's almost like you have to tell them. It's almost like I had to start letting them know the stuff I know. So thinking like maybe if they know everything I know, they'll just stop with all the lying and the hiding shit and stuff. Maybe they just doing that because they think I don't know nothing. So let me tell them that I know about all this stuff. That's why I finally start telling people the stuff I know. They think because well he talking about the exes, so he don't like their exes, like he gonna come after their exes or something. Man, if I want to if I had a if I was worried about their exes, I would have said something when I first heard it. I don't give a damn about their exes. I don't be thinking about these niggas. The only reason I finally started talking about that stuff is because I figured, well, maybe if I tell them some of the stuff that I already know, then they'll stop doing what they're doing. They'll just, they'll stop hiding everything and shit. Because I'm thinking, like, well, maybe they still hiding everything from you and won't tell you nothing because they think you still don't know nothing. So maybe if I tell them some of the stuff I already know, they'll stop doing it. But even when I told them I knew about the exes and I told them I knew about all that other stuff, they still kept hiding the shit. They still kept lying. So that didn't work. But yeah, I been knew about the exes way back in Philadelphia. I didn't really care. Yeah, when I heard about when I heard about Kiera, and man, come on, man. Do y'all really know why Kiera won that first draft? Bruh, Kiera really wanted to talk to me. I know this for sure. Like I know vibes. This girl wanted me. This girl wanted to talk to me. Now see, they do things so different with me than they do with the other men. Like my situation is like super unnormal. Like when another dude meet a girl somewhere, right? Let's say he meet a girl in the club, or say he go holler at a girl in the mall or something. He don't have to go through all the shit I have to go through. When another nigga, he meet a girl in the mall, he meet a girl in Walmart or the club or something like that. Okay, she look at the nigga, right? She see how he dressed and stuff, whatever. She have a little conversation with him, and then she make her decision, right? Whether she want to give him the number or not. Now once he get the number, he ain't got to worry about nothing else. Like, you see what I'm saying? She gonna see what he can do. She gonna try him out or whatever and see where things go. But with me, when I do that, the girl gotta compare me with all these people first to decide if she wanna talk to me. Like what the fuck? You see how different it is with me compared to the other niggas? Just imagine if you go to the club, if these other niggas go to the club, they talk to a girl, whatever, buy her a drink. She give him the number or whatever. But then before she call him, she tell him to send a picture. She tell him to send a picture. And then she post him on Facebook or whatever and be like, this nigga trying to talk to me or whatever. If any, I need all the other men who want to talk to me to send me some pictures too and tell me how much money y'all got and stuff. Like she just compare his money and everything else about him. She got to do all these comparisons and stuff before she can even decide whether she want to start something. You see, what if all the other men had to go through that? They would have some problems, right? It would be a lot of embarrassment. It would be a lot of embarrassment with a lot of people if they had to do the process I have to do. Imagine you go to the mall, you try to pull this girl, And before and you know, you talk to her whatever. She say, you know, she see how you dressed and stuff. She see you look good enough. But before she start the relationship, she tell you send her a naked picture. And then you know, and then she go and post that on Facebook and tell other niggas, uh, you know, well, I ain't even going, we ain't even got to go that far. Let's just say she don't, because that's kind of unreasonable. We ain't got to go that far. Let's just say she don't even compare you naked. Let's say she just want to compare your money and uh and stuff like that. You know, like what you could do for her and stuff. And she posts you on Facebook and be like, "Well, they got this dude. He trying to talk to me. He work at this place. He drive this car. I'm thinking about talking to him, but I need to know what other niggas are interested so I can compare y'all money and compare what y'all got going for y'all stuff before I talk to this dude." And then right after that, about 10 other dudes sent her messages saying, "Well, I got this and I got that." And then she called the other, and then she don't even text the other dude no more. And he wondering why she didn't text him. And then he found out all these other dudes came and compared to him, compared their money and their job and their car and stuff to him, and she just picked somebody else. What if every man had to go through that? You see the type of shit? That's like an example of what I have to go through with these women. Now is that shit fair or what? That shit ain't fair, right? Niggas wouldn't like that if they had to go through what I have to go through. And then mine is worse because mine is when she do it naked too. She compared her body and everything. So mine is even worse. Mine is worse than what I just told you. You see how I have to go through way harder shit than the other men? So when I see Kiera, and I know this girl would have been happy with me because I wasn't even at my best. I ain't had no money. And this girl was all over me. I could tell with her vibe. Like she kept peeking. Okay, when she walked by the first time, she was looking at me and cause I was on my way out the door. I was walking out of Big Lots when Kiera walked in. I was from the leave. And then we like walked into each other and she had this vibe. She like paused and she like stopped and stared. And then she kept walking. I was like, damn. I could just tell by her vibe and stuff that she was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I turned around. I was from the leave. I was like, you know what? I think I need to get this girl a butt show. So I canceled. I was from the leave. So I turned around and I was like, let me go back. Cause I kind of, you know, I just kind of felt something with her. Cause we walked into each other. I was on my way out. She was on her way in. So then I turned around and I went back, you know, to the back part, and she was over there messing with pillows and shit. She was over there messing with pillows. So I'm like posted up or whatever, waiting for her to come and look. And she came walking on the aisle with one of them damn big ass pillows. And she was looking, and while she was looking, this other black girl gonna come from the other end. So I had to stop the butt show. And then when the black girl left or whatever, the other black girl left, Kiera came back and started peeking again, like as if to say I wouldn't like you gonna let me finish looking, you know, like she wanted to finish the bus show. That's how her vibe. That's what her vibe was saying. She kept coming back, peeking on the aisle to see if I was gonna give her another show. So I'm like, okay, fuck, I give her another show. You know what I'm saying? So and then after that, she came back with the pillow and got another one. So she passed by like 4 times, but she only saw 2 shows. She saw 2 shows, but she passed 4 times. Cause 2 of the times I didn't give her a show. I kind of like, you know. So that's why Kiara won a draft. She was pretty. She wasn't like super pretty like Jada, but she was still pretty. So that's why she won the draft. You know what I'm saying? And this was with no money, with just a decent car. So what would have happened with Kiara if I would have had 1% of my website? See, normally it would have been normal. She would have came straight to me. She wouldn't have went and did all these comparisons and shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know about the 97 when Kiera was at the bus show. They didn't even know about that then. So now Sacramento Queen was different. She wasn't like Kiera. She wasn't all over me like that. I didn't pick Sacramento Queen. It was different with Sacramento Queen. Kiera was all over a nigga. Sacramento Queen, she wasn't all over me like that. She wouldn't, she was kind of nonchalant at the bus show. She ain't, but I still picked her because she was real pretty. So, but Kiera, so the girls was different. Kiera was all over a nigga. Sacramento Queen, she was like kind of nonchalant, like she wasn't really all over a nigga. So maybe I shouldn't have even picked her. She probably shouldn't have won the draft. I probably shouldn't, but the bitch was so pretty to where I still wanted her. Yeah, Sacramento Queen and Kiera, they was different. Kiera was acting like she really wanted me. Sacramento Queen was kind of nonchalant. Like, I couldn't really tell if she wanted me or not. But Kiera, I know Kiera wanted me. But Sacramento Queen still won the draft because that bitch was just super pretty. You know what I'm saying? I still wanted her anyway. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to win her over. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? But still. So, uh, that's what I'm saying. With money, with 1% of my website, things would have went different with Kiera for sure. For sure with Kiera. I'm not sure how things would have went with Sacramento Queen. Cause I couldn't really tell if she wanted me or not. I couldn't tell. But with Kiera, I could tell she wanted me. So yeah, this let me see. So if I'd had 1% of my website, what would have happened with Kiera? We don't know. Nah, she might have would have packed eventually, but that could have been years later. She might have would have packed eventually, cause you could say, well, eventually she would have found out about eventually she would have saw your butt whippings with 9-year-old boys, and she would have found out about 97. So she probably would have started thinking about packing or something. But you never know because I wasn't at my best when she saw it, and she was still all over a nigga. So even if she would have found out about the 97 later, and she would have saw you taking a butt whipping with a 9-year-old boy, she still might not would have left because you would have got to your best. You would have had millions of dollars. So she might have would have just been like, well, I'm already happy, so I don't care. I'm not leaving. See what I'm saying? We probably would have already had we probably would have already had a she might have would have already been pregnant and everything. She might have already had a baby for me or something. So if she already got a baby for me, I already got millions of dollars. I didn't got to my best. She like it already, cause if she liked it before I got to my best, see what I'm saying? So you don't know, Kiera might have she might have even after she found out about 97 and saw you lose to a 9-year-old boy, she still might not would have left. We'll never know that. People have to wonder that stuff. Women have to wonder that. I know Kiera ain't the only one who would be like that because I saw another girl get ugly without saying nothing. So we know Kiera ain't the only one. I saw another girl in Louisiana. She was ugly without saying nothing at all. So that's why I say, like, they gotta wonder too much stuff. I ain't never even get to my best. And you can't say it don't matter if he get to his best. If I know the girl can get ugly without saying nothing at all, how you gonna say it don't matter if he get to his best? How you gonna say that? How you gonna say it don't matter if he get to his best and have 1% of his website? If I know a girl in Walmart got got ugly when she didn't see nothing at all and I ain't even had no money. See? So I know women that have to wonder. Women that still have to wonder. It's still a lot to talk about. Cause I know on the tape recorder I heard him say, he took an ass whooping and he packed. It was nothing to talk about. Shit, it's still a lot. I want women to know. It's still a lot to talk about. It's still a lot to talk about. You know. Now once I get money, once I get money and get to my best, and it's still, and then we then I'll see what happens then. Then maybe after that it'll be nothing to talk about. Maybe it might be nothing to talk about after that. Once I get to my best and get 1% of my website, and then you know if I'm still having these same issues and stuff, then you could say it ain't nothing to talk about. But you can't say that right now. You can't say that right now. I don't care what y'all, like I heard all the stuff. I heard the stuff. I heard it all. And I still say you can't say it ain't nothing to talk about. You can't say that. It's a whole lot to talk about. A whole lot to wonder about. You know. You can't change the stuff that's already done happened. Can't change that. But you can at least do shit differently moving forward. You can at least do shit the right way moving forward. So yeah, my battery getting low. The phone memory probably running low, and I see my battery getting low. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off. This was part two of the Wonder Woman video. Wonder Woman. That's the title of this one. Wonder Woman 1984. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off. And you know, I guess I'll post this on YouTube later.